So I'm 21-13 on this account. I've been doing a lot of commentary and I edited a lot of footage, but none of it really seems to flow. Like trying to make a League video that kind of flows is very difficult because there's a lot of downtime and a lot of situations that make me want to quit the game basically, more so than any other games I've been playing recently. So I think this video is just going to be a Yorick versus Teemo matchup video where I see Teemo and I pick Yorick and try to dumpster him basically. Not guaranteed. Oops. Gotta hit my stuff. It's not guaranteed I win this lane, but it is a very winnable lane. Olaf could have been better. I actually dumpstered on Teemo recently with Olaf. But yeah, you just hit him with your E and he has to pot basically. If you have 4 graves planted. And yeah, we're doing the thing tomorrow that I was talking about for a while. I'm putting $25 whole on it though. I said I was gonna put 50, but for the first events, I'm not sure that many people are going to show up, so I'm putting $25 down. And I was thinking about it, basically it's kind of free coaching in a way. Like there's this dude called Niesi who charges like $150 per coaching session, and I'm actually giving people money for my coaching session basically, which is not a coaching session. Like the idea of coaching in League is very cringe to me. That word is very overused, but I think the term cringe is very relative to like each person. And to me, the idea of like buying a coaching session is very cringe, but I can see why people do it, I guess, because you're kind of bypassing a lot of learning process. But I think the learning process should be the fun part. So I guess that's why I think it's cringe, but I get people, you know, got better things to do and they want to, you know, bypass some of the process. And it's definitely hard to learn in League too. Like you get punished very hard for trying new stuff and learning the game. So I can see why people do buy coaching sessions. I think the game, if it were designed better, there wouldn't be a need to buy coaching sessions and the learning the game would be fun. Because normally you don't buy coaching sessions to learn a video game, but with League it's too punishing to learn, so you have to buy coaching sessions to have someone hold your hand. The coaching people, you know, they don't like me saying things like that because I'm kind of devaluing their practice or whatever, but I'm not really trying to go after them as much as I'm trying to make people understand why, you know, this game is so trash that you need to buy coaching sessions to just play the game. See if that hits. Doesn't hit, so we just back off, which is fine. I'll take a little bit of extra damage that I shouldn't have. If that did hit, I would be, you know, winning the trade. It's kind of like a gambling lane. It's kind of like, you know, can you hit your thing? Which way is he gonna go type of deal, you know? Is he gonna go this way? Is he gonna go that way? I gambled and it came up the right value, so I win the trade basically. And he actually gets ganked at the same exact time, which is very nice. Oh, gambled on that one, missed. I don't even know how he managed to kill the Teemo, but he power farmed. And then yeah, we're 6 now by the way, so we just hard shove this. Sometimes I feel like I want to just freeze a lane or whatever, but the problem with doing that in a game where you're trying to carry is if the enemy jungler decides to come top after like the next wave when it's frozen and just try to make it so you basically cannot play the game. It's fine if I get a really strong back here, like I'm gonna have a phage on my next buy, so if the jungler comes top I should be able to fend him off and possibly even kill him maybe with my phage buy. Teemo does get that entire wave, but at the same time I'm gonna have a really nice buy here and Maiden is out as well, so I want to protect the Maiden. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are getting the vibe that I'm trying to do a coaching session here to be like, yo, watch me, watch my content, don't watch the other coaches, you know, type of deal, but that's not what this is. Like, we are not here yet. The Viego's topside, as we could predict. If he chooses to ruin my lane, then he can ruin my lane, basically, if I'm trying to dumpster the Teemo as hard as humanly possible. But if I play this way that I'm playing right now, where I just push at the right times, which is like, I don't know, right now we know he's topside, so just kind of freeze a little bit, but if I get this pushing fast enough and just shove it into his tower, like right now, just start to push right now, I guess. I mean, like, we see where Viego is, and the Teemo's heading that way as well. This is an obvious situation just to head over there. They know where I am. I don't want to run into both of them. So they're trying to, you know, run it, predict my movements, and then run into me. They know exactly where I am. Hey. I should have bought a pink ward as well if I had enough money for it, by the way. Just because I need to pink this bush and then ward this. Just to make sure that Viego doesn't try to sneak it. But yeah, this is a situation where Teemo's freezing right now, right? And if his Viego does come, they could potentially kill me. That's what they're thinking, but I don't think so. I get that, nice. If I play very safe, like see Viego's topside river, if I play very safe in that situation, Viego just ends up wasting time. Once I get Hull Breaker, Teemo does not survive, so we just gotta wait for that eventuality. And we gotta also judge how good the team is doing as well. Like, we're basically doing a tryout to see if they're deserving of my presence, basically. Rise is completely out of mana, so there's no way he gets out of this shit. It's almost certain. Fuck it, I'm flashing. I think he gets hit. I think he gets hit by that. I got assist. I didn't hit him with anything except for my cage. My cage must have given me the assist, basically. We need help, yeah. So that player is not trying to pass the test of, do you deserve to be in my team, basically. But since I'm in such a profitable lane where I can just rush Hullbreaker, Merc Treads is good as well to get out of the Viego stun and the Teemo blind. It gives me extra movement speed. Teemo mushrooms as well. This guy does nothing, by the way, on a gank. So it's pretty much me 1v1ing Viego until Teemo backs and gets mana. As long as I don't position really bad, this is free. On my runes, by the way, I'm testing out a new rune page, which is working out pretty well. Fleet Footwork, Yorick. I was thinking Conquer actually would be better potentially, because I think your ghouls can stack it, and that probably is the way to go. But I was also thinking, since I'm not sure how the lane's going to go exactly, like I've played this lane a few times recently, but not enough to where I'm super comfortable with the lane. Fleet would be safer. We get 2 platings here. That is Hullbreaker. Shove this out, and somehow Teemo's again. I don't know how that happened. He is not running the mana flow band thing. We get Dragon, so we get Herald, and it resets. Echo just needs to come earlier, man. Like, no one gives a shit about you doing your race. The Herald needs to be done fast so that I can get back to top, so I can push top. No one gives a fuck about you doing race, because they just got Dragon. We know Viego is not there, so just go fucking immediately go to the fucking Herald, please. Thank you. Because it's not worth me losing Maiden over your fucking race. It's way more important that Maiden lives than your fucking race. Let me drop it top. I don't know if we need to. Just hit tower. I think. The platings are down like now anyway, so no one gives a shit. You guys can just go AFK. If you don't feel like playing, just go AFK. Anyone that says we need help, we need something, you need to go AFK. That's what you need. You need to go AFK and think about what happened to get you to this position. You need to not ping that, by the way, Echo. You can have the blue if you can steal it from my shit. I mean, smiting is kind of a pussy move, because now you don't smite to fight. It's kind of a bitch ass move, basically showing that, you know, you can't out predict my minions damage with your abilities, because I'm not even there trying to steal it from you. It's kind of a bitch ass move. You're kind of a little bitch. But the main thing, you guys, is we need to evaluate these players and like their issues while we're playing, and then we need to use that information to evaluate our own play. Like, is there anything I could have done differently this game to make this Echo not such a bitch? And no, I don't think so. I think I set him up perfectly to not be a bitch, but he's just a bitch, so he's gonna be a bitch. Bot lane, you know, they need help because they're trying to learn how to play the game, and that's fine. Is there anything I could have done to prevent that? No, they're learning the game, you know, and that right there is, you know, how to improve at the game, basically, in a nutshell. If I were to do a coaching session, that's basically how this session would go. And I hope that what we do tomorrow is going to be as good as a coaching session, or better. That's the goal. And well, the goal really isn't to make people better at the game, because I could give a fuck about the game. The goal is to make an entertaining video and an entertaining experience. I think they kind of both go hand in hand. Basically, the idea is we just reset and we look at the map, see that Dragon's coming up in 10 seconds, so we head to Dragon. And even though I do have Hullbreaker, I'm going to be very strong for this fight. And I'm going to provide our team with a tank that we already do have, actually. We already do have a tank. But looks like already my tankiness is going to be paying off because, well, let's see where Teemo pass. Looks like we lose that part of the map because Echo has his R but doesn't know how to use it. We just lose the game. Alrighty. Just don't protect the Echo. He needs protection. It's our fault that he dies there. And that's his, you know, issue. He thinks that it's his teammates' job to protect him. That might just be the video right there, because I've done everything I could have done this game to ensure that my team is not doing shit like that. And we had AP as well. Like, we had a good composition, so I didn't force him to play Echo jungle. You know, he decided to do that shit on his own. There was nothing that I could have done to prevent him from playing Echo jungle. I picked very late, and the Victor had already picked when Echo picked. So the idea, though, is the opener of this game was very good. I didn't give Teemo any opportunity to do shit. Viego was top countless times, potentially. We don't really know how many times he was top, because unless he's walking over a ward, you know, he's not gonna be showing on the map. And especially better junglers, like, they're not even gonna go to your bush or whatever unless it's a really good opportunity too. But if he's topside and I'm low, you know, he would have potentially killed me, but I did not give him the opportunity. So the game was played about as perfect as you can play the game. You're at the mercy of your dog shit teammates, to not be dog shit, basically. Like the Viego is top just now, looking for an opportunity to do something, but like the rest of the game, he's had no opportunity. He just had to chain feed off the dumb fucks, which he has been doing that very good. And he's getting to a point now where he outscales me. Does Echo outscale him though, because he's going to anti-tank build? I don't think so. And Ryze just 1v2s our bot lane, I think, by the way. Pretty sure that's what just happened. When am I getting pinged? Explain your ping or IAFK. Okay.